everyone, and welcome to this week's ScubaTube. In today's show, we're going to be talking about Instagram, ocean fans for the Great Barrier Reef, seals getting stressed, and plenty of other stories. So let's jump straight into the news. So coral bleaching hits Florida. So bleaching is not only affecting the Great Barrier Reef, there are plenty of other reefs around the world that it's sadly killing all over the world. Sorry, I messed it up. Coral in the south of Florida has now been hit with this epidemic. Over 20 coral species had now been affected from Middle Keys to Palm Beach. So far, the area has lost 35% of coral, which is now put in a state of emergency. They're looking at the best way to try and stop or slow down the bleaching, but what they haven't learned from the Great Barrier Reef is that there isn't much hope at the moment. It's just...
Yeah, they're trying things, aren't they? They're trying things over in Great Barrier Reef.
They're aware of it, yeah, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But
yes, and obviously we said about it in last week's Weird Wednesday, the weird algae larvae.
Yeah, try and bring it back to grow it again. But, so Florida State has spent $1 million into researching coral bleaching and plans to add another $1 million for next year's research, which is a great thing. Yeah. So hopefully they can work with the teams over at the Great Barrier Reef and try and come up with some kind of unified solution that works with both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just one thing we're going to have to get used to and try and figure out a way to prevent it. If not, rebuild after.
Yeah, learn from the mistakes. It's just obviously with the climate change and that degree of water.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, obviously, it's been there for millions of years or whatever. So it's one of those things where survival of the fittest. It might be bad, but if something grows back from it, then that will be stronger.
Yeah.
So then it can be more, I don't know. Anyway, seals are scared of cats. So a 3-year study into whether seals get stressed when great white sharks are near them has just come to an end.
It's just a one-page document that just says, yes.
Hey, don't worry about my joke. Anyway, the researchers spent their time in South Africa's Western Cape studying the Cape fur seals and the great white sharks hunting them. So do they get stressed when great whites are near them? The answer might surprise you. Yes they do. Who would have guessed it? Anyway, the seals can sense when the great white goes into hunting mode apparently, and of course this is gonna stress them out like it would. It's a pretty done deal thing. And I figured out I figured that out, without spending any money. It's pretty obvious. Anyway, so the next time you give a grant, to someone else when they do something like that, give me a call first or give me half the money. I'll just tell you over the phone. Okay, anyway, joking aside though, guys, I understand why they went out there. The more information we get about these things, it will help us out or animals out somewhere down the line, so.
Somehow.
It's pretty obvious. I mean, yeah. It'd be interesting how much they spent on the study.
Yeah, does a prey animal get stressed when a predator is nearby? Yeah.
Yeah. No, do you know what? They're totally chilled. They don't care. So, whatever.
Just another Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, ocean fans. So this kind of links in with our first story about coral bleaching. The federal government of Australia have spent over $2 million.
$2 million.
For 8 big fans. Not like sports fans, but fans.
What they do, they go outside the Great Barrier Reef, so come on, grow. Anyway.
So yeah, for 8 big giant fans to be placed at the Great Barrier Reef to protect what's left of the reef. So this pilot project will take 3 years to complete using solar power to power the fans that will create water currents and gradually draw cooler water into the area. Different?
Yeah, it's different. I mean, the thing is, obviously, it's epidemic. The bleaching's happening, and it won't stop for a while. So, 3 years, is it going to be much point? Is there going to be anything left? Considering it's already been dead or confirmed dead so many times.
Yeah, and you're just using energy to move water around, and that cold water is coming from somewhere, so
it could affect that a lot. Yeah, I don't know.
So now the good thing is that this piece of equipment isn't in sort of test mode. These fans have actually been used in water treatment pools in the USA for some time. Cool. So they know they work and they will cool down the water. It's just that it might be a little too late. But this will be a quicker way of saving the reef than what we spoke about last week's Weird Wednesday, which was trying to grow like new species and implant them.
Yeah,
it's working. It's just it'll take a long
some
time.
I mean, if you combine the two, maybe it might work. But like we said, that might be taking something else from like I don't know.
Yeah, because the fans, you're always going to spend money to maintain them, and
I mean, it's good that they're solar powered, so you can kind of just leave them to it. But yeah, you've got blades in an ocean.
Yeah, you know, dolphins are going to get sucked into them or something.
Yeah, something's going to happen.
Okay guys, have you seen our latest video, Why We Love Being Scuba Divers? It dropped on our YouTube channel on Friday. In the video I talk about 5 ways which scuba diving is awesome. Yeah, so you should check it out.
It's alright, I don't mind. It's alright.
The video or scuba diving?
Yeah, both. Methane eating. Now this isn't the latest food eating challenge. Sorry, James. He loves a good old food eating challenge as well. Oh, James. Anyway, just a little inside joke there. Anyway, cave divers in Mexico Yucatan Peninsula. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Nice one. End of the year. Of course, I'm going to get that in. Have just discovered a cave which has organisms that are only alive because they live off the methane gas within the water.
Alright.
So the methane gas gets into the water through the vegetation, which is obviously brought down through the lime, which these organisms eat, which are then eaten by other life within the caves. So this has opened up a debate about the life cycle in cave systems and actually how important they are to our own lives and obviously the well-being of the caves and everything else. So hopefully this will start something much bigger. You know, we just need to put more research into it, which the Texas A&M University actually set to do. So yeah, it's cool. They found these weird little, there's kind of not. There's a story there, but it's not massive because they've only just found out that this happens. Yeah. So they've made a life cycle of it, which I've no doubt's popped up during me talking about it, and they just need to research it more just to see if
you could then use these organisms to just break down the methane that's produced by livestock and whatnot.
Yeah. Just put them around, stick them on cows.
That'll do. A diver's dream. So diver Christopher Lees has had the honour of diving on the wreck of the city of Winchester. What?
Apparently that's what the wreck's called, the city of Winchester.
Oh, okay, different.
Yeah, I think anyway. That's what the thing said, the source.
Okay, so the city of Winchester, which was sunk by the Germans back in World War I. So why is it important to him? So his grandfather was actually the radio operator on the ship when it sunk in 1914. So that's cool. So he was invited by fellow diver Steve Dover, who owns the dive site. Steve brought the site for a massive £1.
Yeah, £1.
Nice. In order to preserve the site 20 years ago. Because of this, BZAC awarded him with the prestigious Wreck Award. Diving the wreck has always been Christopher's dream, and now that he's dived it, he now feels even closer to his grandfather than ever before. And to see the wreck of the ship that his grandfather served upon once is an amazing experience. Yeah, it's cool. You kind of like swim down the same pathways that your grandfather did.
It's really weird. Like obviously there was paragraphs about him talking about it. So his grandfather, obviously, the boat was captured.
Yep.
They got taken off by the Germans, and then they sunk it. And then so his grandfather saw the ship sink.
Yep.
So then he was able to now see the dive. So his grandfather saw it sink, and then
now he sees it.
Now he sees it underwater.
Yeah, that's cool.
Really cool. Instagram alert! I'm gonna get this wrong because I didn't write it. Never mind. Anyway, Instagram has unveiled a new alert on certain hashtags. There we go. That might help reduce animal cruelty, or at least raise awareness of it. So searching for tags like turtle selfies will pop up on the alert that condemns animal cruelty and states that you are searching for a hashtag that may be associated with posts that encourage harmful behaviour to animals or the environment. With all the posts and all the people taking selfies with beach dolphins, tourist attractions, charging for pictures with Animal Instagram is taking a stand to try to prevent this from happening. By making people more aware of the animal welfare on social media, they're hoping to educate people and avoid such attractions.
Yes. Because in sort of Thailand and whatnot, they have sloths and dolphins and whatnot. It's like, if you pay us 50 quid, you can get a picture with a dolphin. It's not great. So but they're basically saying that because we're Instagram, we're going to try and educate the masses into, animal cruelty.
Yeah, it makes, like the thing is, social media has got such a pivot on everything, right? It's not our generation, it's like my nieces and stuff like that, and the younger generation. Like, if they see that these things, and because it's like you can literally get any picture or any article from anywhere in the world now. They see these, they think that, oh, this is fun, this is fun. When actually, it's obviously not. So it's good that Instagram have started to take. What they need to do is what they did with their, dare I say it, their adult hashtags, and completely block them so they don't work.
Yeah, but if they're people just won't use the hashtag.
Yeah, okay. Or either way, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
It's a really good step that they've done, so. And we're going to leave you, though. What's this? What's this? Did you write this?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Okay. And we're going to leave you this week with a video from South Africa where the diver gets too close. Oh, yeah, with the curious great white shark and lives to tell the tale. The diver is swimming through murky water when he and a turtle look back at the divers behind him.
A turtle?
Turtle. I don't know where I got.
You're reading too fast.
Sorry. Do you know what? You take over.
Oh, okay, so basically this guy's swimming through murky water when he turns around to look back at the divers behind him, and a great white shark just bumps into him on the back of the head. Just to tell him to pay attention, really.
Yeah, so what are you?
Yeah, I don't know how I'd react if a great white shark just nudged me on the back of the head.
I think my dive suit would be brown inside, personally.
Yeah.
This guy's got the right idea. He wore the brown pants.
Okay, guys, so we'll see you next week for Weird Wednesday. Thanks for watching, and safe diving.